How's it going? Charles Botenston. We're going to be talking about something today that is definitely going to ruffle some feathers because I have a very, very, very strong opinion on this. So, what is the return on investment for traveling? What is the return on investment for vacation? Okay, so there's two different categories. Number one is pleasure. Pleasure is I'm going to a place and I'm just going to enjoy myself. I'm just going to go to London, or I'm going to go to the Bahamas, or I'm just going to go to Thailand and just go around and da da da. Awesome. That's cool. Awesome. Great. And then the other one is I'm going to do something, whether that's work, I have a speaking engagement, or I'm going to learn, I'm going to a seminar, I'm going to see Tony Robbins or Jack Canfield or whoever, like someone. So you have work and you're learning, seminars, whatever, like obligations, like conventions, or there's pleasure. There's two types. So we'll go on pleasure. I just don't see, even though I did this in July of last year, I don't see a return on investment. The reason being is that people are like, I need a break from work. You need a break from work. You're 28. You don't have a mortgage. You don't have any kids. Break from work. Like, is your life that stressful? I'm 30 years old. And the reason this video is coming out is because I just saw on Facebook, one of my good friends, she went on another trip and she's with her boyfriend in London. Like, awesome. That's cool. Like, I'm proud of you. Like, there's no hate on that. I just look at it. And this is the thing, is that she just came back from the Bahamas, and before that she was somewhere else. And it's like, how much money have you spent on these trips? And London, cool, you get to walk around. Number one, London is very expensive. So say 5 days, you spend what? $1,500, $2,000? I have no idea. I haven't worked it out. But then the one before that, it was in the Bahamas or Aruba or something like that, and they just sat on a beach. And some people watching this is like, oh, that's cool, you just sat on a beach. What the hell are you going to do? Number one is your health decreases because you're just sitting on a beach. You're doing nothing. You're sedentary. You're just, oh, this is fun. This is cool. Oh my God. Like literally every Snapchat that she had, this is where I'm hating, is that every Snapchat from the beach was, here's the water, here's the sunset, here's a cocktail, here's my beach chair, here's my villa. Like, what? Number one is you're spending money, so your wealth is hurting. Number two is your happiness might be going up in the short term because you're like sitting on a beach and your body's like, yes, there's nothing to do, we're gonna survive, there's no fears, there's nothing we need to do, so I'm happy. But the thing is, you're not advancing in your life. You're 28. This is when you need to be doing that, or doing work and advancing and doing things like that. When you're 50, 60, 70, yeah, you go to Aruba and you look back on your life and you're like, look at all this I created. I deserve to sit on the beach. At 28 and 29, yeah, you deserve it a little bit, but to be honest, so your wealth goes down, your happiness might go up slightly, your health definitely decreases because you're just sitting there, you're not working out, you're not doing something that's going to advance your health. You're also just eating like crap, you're drinking like crap. So your health, wealth, love, maybe because you're with a spouse or whatever, love might be increasing. But if you think about it, where does love, like the real love, come from? Real love comes from when you go through a hard time and you come out together. Camaraderie in the Army, in the Navy, it's not about the one, it's about the us, it's about we, and they call it a brotherhood. And the reason they call it a brotherhood is because they went through training together. They went through ROTC, or they went through BUDS, which is basic underwater demolition school. Why? Because you went through something tough and then you came out together, and that solidifies your relationship. When you're on a beach and you're just sitting there, there's no challenges, there's no fears, there's nothing that you need to do. I don't see any return on investment for a vacation. I went on a vacation, and this is what the controversial thing is. Like, you're wasting time. You're wasting time. You're sitting on a beach. What? Looking at the ocean? Like, what are you thinking about? Yeah, you could be reading and things like that and like having a good time with who you're with. But like, honestly, you're 28, 30, 31. Like Gary Vaynerchuk talks about this all the time. He's like, what is the return on investment for a vacation? I could see if you're going to a seminar and you're learning, you're getting better. For me, why don't you do both? I went to Fiji and I went to a Tony Robbins event. And I'm not touting Tony Robbins because I have a good friend that she went to Bali and Thailand. And she went there for a yoga retreat. And then one of them came back and she wrote a book. That's amazing. That is a good return on investment. I went to Fiji. I learned all about health and what people outside the United States go through. Like in London, you're not really seeing that because it's a first world country, and London is pretty much like New York. Going down to the beach, awesome, great. You're in the Bahamas or Aruba, fantastic. So this is the biggest thing is that, I don't blame it on them, because as much as they look at me and they're like, you're a psycho for thinking that, I look at them and I'm like, you're crazy to be doing that. You're spending all this time and all this money to just walk around. Like, when I traveled, I was in Portugal and Spain with my sister and this guy, Tom. We traveled around literally a city a day, and we drove around. It was the craziest trip. We didn't plan anything. Literally, we'd land in Barcelona and we're like, screw it. We bought suits, we went swimming in the Mediterranean. Then we got out and then we're like, oh, screw it, let's get on this bus and let's go to the top of the hill. And then we went to this big, beautiful, where they have the cross at the top of the hill. And then we saw all of Barcelona, Barca, as you want to say. So that was good. But this is the biggest thing is, next time you have a trip that comes up, look at what the return on investment is. How much money are you going to spend? Are you going to be working out? Are you going to be eating healthy? Are you going to be creating anything in your life? Like, don't feel obligated at all to go. I literally canceled 4 trips that people gave me a lot of crap for. I almost used another word because that's how much crap they gave me. One of them was my buddy's bachelor party. He was like, yeah, dude, it's going to be a 6 ski trip. We're going to be going out west. Another one was, we're going to Vegas, another bachelor party. We were going to Vegas. And then there's another trip in like Philly or whatever. He's like, yeah, we're going to go see the Final Four. It's either whatever, I don't know. But all of them, I knew exactly what was going to happen. I was going to go there. We were going to get drunk. We were going to be hungover. We were going to then go skiing, or then blah, blah, blah. And then we would wake up and then we would get drunk. And then, what kind of life is that, dude? Come on. Like, I want to treat myself, number one, better than that. You should too. Number 2 is, if you know exactly what's going to happen, there's no challenge. There's no fear in that. If you're going on... It's so passionate because people waste so much time. They waste so much time. We don't have much time. We only get one chance at this. We only get one life. And like I said in a previous video, literally between 25 and 40 years old is our creation time. That is when we are at our most fertile. That is when we are at our most just intensive, our most enthusiastic, our energy's at our highest. That's literally when, number 1 is the crime statistics are at the highest for males, is between 25 and 40. And the reason being is that everything has to do with procreation. Everything has to do with procreation. So between 25 and 40, we're trying to get a mate. But we do that by stealing or hijacking or Grand Theft Auto or robbing a bank or whatever. Between 25 and 40 is when most crimes happen, as well as most creations are happening. Steve Jobs, Wozniak, Bill Gates, Bronson, Elon Musk, all these guys, yeah, now they're a little bit older, but their true creation, their true hard work occurred when they were, sorry, something just came up on the phone. True hard work happened between 25 and 40. Don't waste time during that. Spend it in your later years, 55, 60, 70 years old, when you have plenty of money, when your health is declining a little bit. Don't do it when you have all this time now, and your energy and your enthusiasm and your just passion for something. So think about the next trip, all right? Please. It bothers me when people take aimlessly stupid trips, especially a freaking cruise. You sit on a boat for 7 days, really? That's what your life is about? I got a buddy doing that. I totally ripped him up. I was like, bro, that's a waste of $1,500 right there. Put that $1,500 in the stock market and let it rise until you're 65, take it out and then buy a boat. Come on. Anyway, I hope this video helped a little bit. Obviously, it's a little controversial. It went a little bit long. I don't know if it's going to be controversial because listen, if you think that sitting on a beach and doing nothing for a week is fun, then I cannot relate at all. I really can't. I can't at all. I don't think it could be fun, but it's a waste of time in my eyes. So, hope this video helped. Hope it did a little bit. Subscribe to the video. Podcast below, that's more of a ranting style. Instagram, Snapchat, I'm actually absolutely destroying right now. Have an awesome day. Leave your comments about this. see what you guys have to feel. All right, have an awesome day.